Hollywood royalty meets the king. Did you know one of Hollywood's biggest stars almost became Mrs. Presley? This striking photograph from 1956 captures Elvis Presley alongside the dazzling actress Natalie Wood. Their connection was brief but highly publicized, beginning after they met on the set of Love Me Tender. Natalie was reportedly smitten, flying to Memphis to spend time with the young king. For a moment, it seemed possible the two most famous young people in America might actually become a couple. This image preserves a fascinating what-if moment in pop culture history. The King is back, Vegas '69. Imagine the electric atmosphere in August 1969. After almost 10 years of focusing on films, Elvis Presley was finally stepping back onto a live stage, transforming the world of entertainment forever. This photo captures the excitement as he prepared for his historic, sold-out run at the brand-new International Hotel in Las Vegas. His powerful return, marked by the famous black leather jumpsuit and raw energy, proved that the king had not only returned, but had mastered a new era of rock. This was the moment his legendary Vegas residency began. The king's greatest joy, Lisa Marie. Nothing in Elvis Presley's whirlwind life ever compared to the day he became a father. This deeply moving moment captures Elvis holding his baby girl Lisa Marie for the very first time. Born on February 1, 1968, Lisa Marie instantly became the center of his world and the greatest source of his personal happiness. Though his professional life was chaotic, this photograph reminds us of the profound love and protective joy he felt. It is a beautiful image of the king at his most vulnerable and loving. The day history changed. Sun Studio. Have you ever wondered about the exact moment rock and roll was born? This photo brings us close to it. The year was 1954, and Elvis Presley was a total unknown walking into the tiny Sun Studio in Memphis. This is the room where he famously improvised the song That's All Right. Sam Phillips, the studio owner, knew instantly he had found the voice he was looking for. This single, unplanned session sparked a revolution, turning a shy young man into a global superstar. Vegas Summer Love, 1969. Look closely at this candid shot of Elvis and Priscilla Presley in Las Vegas in the summer of 1969. This was a pivotal time for the couple. Elvis was preparing for his massive comeback at the International Hotel. While the shows were career-defining, this image reveals a quieter intimacy amidst the chaos. Priscilla often described this period as one of the happiest, filled with anticipation and shared excitement over Elvis's renewed success. It's a tender look at the couple just before the king fully reclaimed his throne. The loyal companion, Charlie Hodge. This snapshot from a 1977 live performance features Elvis Presley and his close friend, Charlie Hodge, to the left. Charlie was much more than a friend. He was Elvis's stage assistant, guitarist, and confidant for over 2 decades. Often backstage or right on stage, Charlie would pass Elvis scarves and even help adjust his microphone. This image, taken at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, shows their familiar, trusted partnership in Elvis's final year. Charlie's loyalty and presence were a constant support for the king. Rolling through Memphis, 1972. Can you imagine driving down a Memphis street and seeing the king ride by? This iconic photo, taken on June 30, 1972, captures Elvis Presley enjoying a powerful ride on his motorcycle. Elvis had a lifelong passion for motorbikes, seeing them as a symbol of freedom and a way to escape the pressures of fame. This picture reveals a moment of pure, unscripted joy and normalcy for a man who rarely had a private minute. It truly shows Elvis the man, not just Elvis the performer. The King's ranch life, late 60s, early 70s. Beyond the glitz of Hollywood and Vegas, Elvis Presley loved the quiet life on the land. This photo shows Elvis on horseback, likely at his Circle G Ranch in Mississippi or the Gulf Hills Dude Ranch. He bought the Circle G in 1967 as a personal retreat and filled it with his friends and family. Elvis loved the cowboy life and spent countless hours riding horses, finding peace and a necessary escape from the pressures of his career. It's a wonderful image of his lesser-known rugged side. A Moment Under the Stars, New Year's Eve 1962. This photograph captures a special occasion, New Year's Eve 1962, during Priscilla's second visit to America. While their relationship was still developing, these early visits were important private milestones. Elvis introduced Priscilla to his inner circle, and they shared moments away from the public eye. This image provides a glimpse into the intimate beginning of their famous romance, long before their 1967 marriage. It's a beautiful piece of their personal history, reflecting a hopeful and exciting time. The Quiet Beginning, November 1, 1954. This is Elvis Presley in a moment of transition on November 1, 1954. At this time, he was not yet the king, but a local sensation who had just recorded That's All Right. He was still performing locally with his group, and his unique sound was just starting to catch fire across the South. This image is a priceless look at the young, determined artist on the verge of monumental fame. It's a simple, powerful portrait of the man before he became a worldwide legend. Behind the Scenes, Kissin' Cousins, 1964. Step onto the set of the 1964 musical comedy Kissin' Cousins. This photo captures Elvis Presley during the film's production, where he played dual roles, a soldier and his blonde-haired cousin. Although the film sometimes lacked artistic depth, Elvis always gave his best performance. This behind-the-scenes view shows the light-hearted atmosphere and hard work that went into creating his numerous movies during the 60s. It is a fun memory of his cinematic phase. Two Kings, One Set. Kissin' Cousins, 1964. The 1964 film Kissin' Cousins featured Elvis Presley in a unique double role alongside talented co-stars like Yvonne Craig and Cynthia Pepper. This musical comedy was typical of his mid-60s movie era, combining action and songs. What made this film unique was seeing Elvis portray two different characters. This photo is a snapshot of his cinematic life, showing the king fully immersed in the world of Hollywood filmmaking. It's a key piece of his diverse career. The $40,000 Deal, RCA Victor. In a massive turning point for music history, Sam Phillips sold Elvis Presley's contract to RCA Victor Records. This photograph marks the moment that finalized the deal on November 21, 1955. The price tag was a staggering $40,000, which was unprecedented at the time. This move catapulted Elvis from a regional star to a national phenomenon, giving him the massive platform he needed. It was the crucial business decision that truly launched the king of rock and roll globally. The iconic blue swirl jumpsuit. Feast your eyes on the famous blue swirl jumpsuit worn by Elvis Presley in 1974. These incredible stage outfits became as iconic as his music during the 70s. Designed by Bill Ballou, the jumpsuits allowed Elvis the freedom to move powerfully on stage while looking spectacular. The intricate embroidery and high collar defined his legendary look for this era. This image showcases the dazzling style that made him the most recognizable performer in the world. The Year of Explosion, Elvis 1956. Look at the sheer confidence captured in this 1956 photograph of Elvis Presley. This was the year his career absolutely exploded onto the national scene. With hits like Heartbreak Hotel, he appeared on television shows and started his film career. This image reflects his powerful charisma and the beginning of his legendary status. It captures the moment Elvis was truly becoming the groundbreaking force that would change music forever. The Revolution, King of Rock and Roll. This portrait celebrates Elvis Presley, the true king of rock and roll. His impact on music was revolutionary. He didn't just sing songs, he fused country, gospel, and rhythm and blues into a powerful new sound. His charismatic, energetic performances and bold fashion choices shattered social norms and defined youth culture globally. This image captures the essence of the artist who transformed popular music and remains an unmatched cultural icon. The Carnival Life, Roustabout, 1964. The 1964 musical film Roustabout starred Elvis Presley as a singer working at a carnival. This movie was a popular example of the fun, light-hearted roles he took on during the 60s. The film allowed Elvis to perform several songs and showcase his charisma against a colorful backdrop. This image takes us back to his cinematic career, reminding us of the diverse projects he undertook during his time in Hollywood. Cool August Nights, Elvis, 1957. This candid photograph from August 1957 captures Elvis Presley just as his career was reaching stratospheric heights. By this time, he was a cultural phenomenon, living at Graceland and setting new records. Despite the relentless pace of his fame, this image shows a calm, focused side of the star. It's a remarkable piece of history from the period when Elvis was truly solidifying his legacy as an international music icon. Tucson Tour Stop, November 1972. On November 9, 1972, Elvis Presley brought his spectacular show to the Tucson Convention Center in Arizona. As part of a short, intense tour, these concerts were a chance for fans to witness the King in peak form, wearing his incredible jumpsuits and performing his biggest hits. This picture captures the electric energy of his live performances during this successful touring era. It's a wonderful memory for fans who saw him on the road. The Sun Studio Sessions, 1954. This remarkable early photograph was taken in the Blue Light Studios in Memphis, Tennessee in 1954. At this point, Elvis Presley was still a local talent honing his craft. These early photo sessions helped create the image of the young man who would soon change the world. This picture is invaluable because it shows the raw, natural talent and good looks that would soon captivate millions. It's a true historical artifact from the beginning of a legend. Rocking the Boston Garden, November 1971. On November 10, 1971, Elvis Presley graced the stage of the famous Boston Garden. This image captures the King during this powerful performance, showcasing his incredible stage presence. By this time, Elvis had fully embraced his touring schedule, treating fans across the country to his spectacular show. This picture is a vibrant reminder of the excitement he brought to every city he visited. A sold-out night in Boston, November 1971. Look at the crowd in this photo from the Boston Garden on November 10, 1971. Elvis Presley played to a massive, sold-out crowd of over 15,500 people that night. His tours in the 70s were huge events, demonstrating his enduring popularity. This image highlights the sheer scale of his fame and the immense love fans had for him as a live performer. It was an unforgettable night for everyone present. Change of Habit premiere, 1969. November 10, 1969, marked the premiere of Elvis Presley's 31st and final fiction film, Change of Habit. This movie, where he played a doctor working with nuns, signaled the end of his extensive Hollywood film career. This photo takes us back to that time, right after his huge Vegas comeback. It's a significant moment, representing the closing chapter of his movie phase and his full transition back to being a dedicated concert artist. A quiet backstage moment, July 1956. This incredibly rare photograph from the final week of July 1956 offers a glimpse of Elvis Presley few ever saw. a quiet moment backstage. Even as his fame exploded, there were fleeting times of reflection between shows and appearances. This candid picture reveals a private side of the king, perhaps contemplative or simply exhausted from the intense demands of his sudden superstardom. It's a special, humanizing look at the icon. The Dance of Rebellion, Jailhouse Rock, 1957. This iconic image from the 1957 film Jailhouse Rock captures Elvis Presley at his most rebellious and electrifying. The title song's legendary dance sequence remains one of the most famous musical numbers in cinema history. This photo freezes that dynamic energy, perfectly embodying the film's gritty, influential rock and roll spirit. It's a classic image that defined the look and feel of 1950s youth culture. Loving You, Summer Movie Star, 1957. This striking portrait of Elvis is from the production of his 1957 movie, Loving You. In this film, he played Deke Rivers, a talented singer who rises to fame, which closely mirrored his own life story. The picture captures the magnetic charm and undeniable star quality he brought to the screen. Loving You further cemented his place as a successful actor and singer, proving he was a true triple threat. Hometown Hero Interview, Tupelo, 1956. Here, Jack Crystal interviews Elvis Presley in his hometown of Tupelo, Mississippi in 1956. Returning home as a massive star was a huge event, and Elvis was always humble and generous to his community. This photo captures the local pride and the down-to-earth nature of Elvis despite his fame. It's a beautiful reminder that before he was a global superstar, he was just a beloved son of Tupelo. Backstage in Vegas, The Quiet King, 1969. This photograph, taken backstage at the International Hotel in Las Vegas in 1969, captures Elvis in a rare, quiet moment. Fresh off his spectacular comeback, the king was under intense pressure. But this image shows a brief pause for reflection. Perhaps he was focusing before the show or relaxing after a triumphant set. It's a powerful, intimate portrait that reminds us of the man behind the music and the intense focus required of a superstar. Witnessing the Revolution, Summer 1955. By the summer of 1955, Elvis Presley was touring relentlessly, and his performances were legendary. This image captures the raw, electrifying stage presence that was captivating audiences across the South. Many seasoned musicians, like those in the photo, were amazed by his unique style and talent. This picture shows Elvis in the thick of his early career, spreading the rock and roll gospel before he became a national household name. The final TV performance, June 1977. In June 1977, just 6 quiet weeks before his passing, Elvis Presley performed for the last time in front of television cameras. This moment was part of the CBS special Elvis in Concert. This photo is a poignant and powerful record of the King's final professional moments on stage. It is a historical and emotional capture of an icon saying farewell to the world he had electrified for over 2 decades. A Spring Night in Binghamton, May 1977. The crowd in Binghamton, New York will never forget this night in May 1977. Elvis Presley, the man who once electrified the world, was still touring, sharing his heart with his fans. This image captures the dedication and enduring love he had for performing live. Despite any struggles, when Elvis took the stage, he gave every ounce of his energy and passion. It's a wonderful tribute to his commitment to his audience. The Contract That Changed Everything, Vegas, 1969. This photo is a tribute to the place where Elvis Presley's 70s career took flight, the International Hotel, Las Vegas. It captures the excitement that followed his July 1969 comeback shows. He signed a contract that would shape the rest of his career, establishing his long-running, hugely successful Las Vegas residency. This location and this image represent the explosive, triumphant second act of the King of Rock and Roll. The King's Retreat, Circle G Ranch. In this image, we remember Elvis Presley's private escape, Circle G Ranch. Located in Mississippi, just minutes from Graceland, this 163-acre property cost him $437,000. Elvis saw the ranch as a retreat for him and his entire group, a place to ride horses and enjoy the simple, quiet life away from the spotlight. This location was truly a personal sanctuary for the king and those closest to him. The iconic suit. Las Vegas Press Conference, 1972. On September 4, 1972, Elvis Presley stepped into a Las Vegas press conference wearing this radiant white two-piece suit. This image perfectly captures his confidence and striking appearance during his touring prime. He often used his clothing to make a statement, and this look was pure King of Rock and Roll style. This moment came right before his triumphant performance run that year. Memphis Star. Commercial Appeal Office, 1956. This historical photo was taken on June 8, 1956, at the Commercial Appeal newspaper office in Memphis, Tennessee. By this point, Elvis Presley was a national celebrity, and his every move was news. This image captures the star interacting with the local press, reflecting the massive media attention that followed his sudden rise. It's a fantastic look at the king in the heart of his hometown. Father and daughter, Lisa Marie. Elvis Presley gave the world his voice and his music, but he gave his whole heart to just one person, his daughter, Lisa Marie. This photograph is a beautiful symbol of their powerful, unique bond. She was his pride and joy, and this love was a constant anchor in his complicated life. This image reminds us that for all his global fame, the most important title he held was Dad. The Final Performance, Unchained Melody, 1977. Elvis Presley's powerful performance of Unchained Melody in 1977 is one of the most unforgettable moments of his final year. This image captures him completely immersed in the song, singing with deep emotion. It was a raw, moving display of his enduring vocal talent and dedication. This performance remains a legendary testament to his ability to connect with an audience until the very end. The King's Private Jet, Lisa Marie. In this photograph, Elvis Presley is seen stepping onto the Lisa Marie, his customized private jet. Named after his daughter, this plane was not just transportation, it was a symbol of his success and a home away from home. The jet allowed him to travel the country in style. This image captures the unique, opulent life the king lived, always traveling with flair and his personal touch. The Presley family core. This historical photo of Gladys, Elvis, and Vernon is the core of the Presley family unit. Gladys, his beloved mother, was Elvis's most important supporter. Vernon, his father, was a constant presence throughout his life. This image captures the close bond they shared, especially in the early years. It is a vital and touching record of the family that shaped the King of Rock and Roll. A global broadcast. Aloha from Hawaii, 1973. The 1973 Aloha from Hawaii concert, broadcast via satellite, marked a monumental moment in music history. This image captures Elvis Presley on stage during the performance that was watched by over 1 billion people worldwide. It was the first concert by a single artist to be broadcast globally in this way, proving his unparalleled reach. This concert reaffirmed his status as the most famous entertainer on the planet. A Father's Love, Vernon Presley. This photograph shows Elvis Presley with his father, Vernon Presley. Vernon was a constant figure in Elvis's life, both as a father and later managing aspects of his business. Their relationship was long and complex, but marked by deep loyalty. This image reminds us of the family ties that grounded Elvis, even as his fame reached incredible heights. Vernon was always a supportive presence for the king. Final moments at Graceland. This is a profoundly emotional photo, symbolizing the sadness surrounding the final moments at Graceland. While the original caption spoke of the discovery, this image now represents the collective grief of the world on August 16, 1977. It is a somber reminder of the day the music stopped and the king's incredible journey came to an end. We honor his memory and the legacy he left behind. A Quiet Trip, Harrison, Arkansas, 1977. In early January 1977, just months before his passing, Elvis Presley took a quiet, personal trip to Harrison, Arkansas, with his fiancée, Ginger Alden. This image captures a private moment during his final year. These quiet trips away from the spotlight offered a brief respite from the demanding schedule of his life. It gives us a rare glimpse into the personal world of the king during his last months. Vegas Romance, Elvis and Sheila Ryan, 1974. This vibrant photo shows Elvis Presley with Sheila Ryan on September 3, 1974, at the Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Sheila, a former model, dated Elvis during a demanding period of his Vegas residency. This image captures the king enjoying the company of a glamorous partner, showcasing the social and dazzling life he led in Las Vegas during the mid-70s. It's a great example of his romantic history. First Christmas at Graceland, 1957. This heartwarming photograph captures the spirit of the first Christmas at Graceland in 1957. Elvis Presley had just moved into his iconic home and was determined to make it a place of warmth, family, and celebration. He installed his famous Christmas lights and celebrated with loved ones. This image represents the foundation of Graceland as a true home, filled with love and tradition, far from the chaotic life of a superstar. On stage confident, Kathy Westmoreland. Elvis Presley shared the stage with many talented people, but few were as close as backup singer Kathy Westmoreland. She was an integral part of his show, known for her incredible vocal range. This image captures the professional respect and personal friendship they shared. Kathy was a loyal friend and essential part of the famous sound of his touring band. It's a great tribute to the people who supported the king. Sam Phillips' dream, The Voice. Legend has it that Sam Phillips, the mastermind behind Sun Studio in Memphis, had one dream: to find a voice powerful enough to break all musical barriers. He found that voice in Elvis Presley. This image represents the crucial connection between the visionary producer and the young talent. Sam Phillips' belief in Elvis's unique fusion of sound launched a revolution that changed American music forever. The Brotherhood, Memphis Mafia. Elvis Presley wasn't just the king of rock and roll, he was the leader of a fiercely loyal brotherhood, the Memphis Mafia. They were more than bodyguards, they were his closest friends and confidants, sharing his life's journey. This photo represents that tight-knit group. They shared every high and low with Elvis, embodying the intense loyalty that surrounded the world's biggest star. Las Vegas Style, September 1974. This striking photo captures Elvis in his signature Las Vegas style in September 1974. His spectacular jumpsuits and powerful stage presence defined the era. By this time, his Vegas shows were legendary, drawing fans from all over the world. This image is a visual symbol of the king in his element, showcasing the glamour and energy he brought to the stage every night. On tour, the band in 1972. Imagine being part of the legendary Elvis Presley touring band in 1972. That year, the road was a whirlwind of sold-out shows and rock and roll excitement. This image captures the energy of the musicians who backed the king. These talented players were essential to his massive stage sound, proving that Elvis was always surrounded by the best talent. It's a tribute to the team that made the music happen. The Quiet Before the Storm, Vegas, 1969. In August 1969, Elvis and Priscilla Presley sat quietly in their suite at the International Hotel in Las Vegas. This moment was the quiet before the massive storm of his triumphant comeback. This image captures the calm anticipation and shared confidence between the couple just before Elvis walked out to reclaim his title as the king. It is a rare, intimate look at the moments leading up to his historic return. The Manager and the Star, Colonel Tom Parker. This iconic photograph shows Elvis alongside his controversial but undeniably effective manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Parker shaped every aspect of Elvis's career, from records to films, for over 2 decades. Their partnership, though complex, created the biggest star the world had ever seen. This image represents one of the most important and talked about relationships in music history. JFK departure, Elvis and Diana Goodman, 1975. In July 1975, Elvis Presley was captured departing JFK Airport in a limousine with his then-girlfriend, the beautiful Diana Goodman. This candid photo provides a glimpse into his life during the mid-70s, always followed by the press. Even airport departures were major events for the king. It's a snapshot of the intense media scrutiny that accompanied every aspect of his life. The Soundtrack of Rebellion, Jailhouse Rock, 1957. Elvis Presley's Jailhouse Rock, released on September 24, 1957, wasn't just a hit song, it changed the face of music and cinema. This image captures the raw energy of the film and its theme. The song perfectly embodied the youthful rebellion of the 1950s, solidifying Elvis as the voice of a generation. It is a powerful reminder of his cultural impact. A Brief Romance, Elvis and Natalie Wood. This classic photo of Elvis and Natalie Wood reminds us of their brief but famous romance in 1956. This image captures 2 young Hollywood icons at the peak of their early fame. Their time together, though short, was a massive sensation for the media. This picture preserves the memory of a glamorous pairing that could have changed both their lives. Sharing the Stage, Roy Hamilton, 1969. This rare backstage photo from 1969 in Memphis shows Elvis Presley and his father Vernon alongside the talented singer Roy Hamilton. Hamilton was a significant influence on Elvis's own vocal style. This moment captures the respect Elvis had for other artists. It is a wonderful piece of history, showing the king sharing a moment with a singer he deeply admired. The King's Ride, Mercedes-Benz 600. In the spring of 1970, Elvis Presley added another jewel to his collection, a prestigious 1969 Mercedes-Benz 600 limousine. This vehicle was a symbol of his enormous success and love for luxury cars. This image represents the opulent lifestyle he enjoyed and his passion for collecting unique automobiles. It's a glamorous snapshot of the king's world. Master of Karate, September 1974. This incredible photo of Elvis Presley was taken at the studio of his master martial arts instructor, Kang Rhee, in September 1974. Elvis was dedicated to martial arts, eventually achieving his 8th Dan Black Belt. This image captures the king's serious commitment to the discipline, showing a focused, powerful side of the man beyond the stage. He even integrated his moves into his live performances. The Best Man, Joe Esposito. This photograph of Elvis Presley and Joe Esposito represents one of the most important friendships in Elvis's life. Joe was Elvis's road manager, confidant, and best man at his wedding. Joe was a constant presence, sharing both the highs and lows of the king's journey. This image is a great tribute to the loyalty and deep bond between two lifelong friends. Hawaiian Escape, May 1968. In May 1968, Elvis and Priscilla Presley took a beautiful escape to Hawaii. This serene photograph captures the couple enjoying a quiet, romantic break. Hawaii was a favorite destination for Elvis, offering relaxation and privacy away from the intense spotlight. This image is a touching record of their time together, shortly after the birth of Lisa Marie. Reliving the Comeback, 1969 Legacy. This image is a powerful reminder of the lasting impact of Elvis Presley's legendary 1969 comeback concert. Held at the venue now known as the Westgate, Las Vegas, that performance was a monumental event. This photo symbolizes the incredible energy and excitement of his return to the live stage, setting the standard for all his future shows. His 1969 Vegas run is a timeless piece of music history. The King and the Greatest, 1973. What an iconic moment! This photo captures Elvis Presley with the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali in Las Vegas in 1973. It's a rare meeting of two cultural giants, the king of rock and roll and the greatest athlete. This image symbolizes the incredible celebrity status both men held in their respective fields. It's a powerful, unique snapshot in history. New Ride, Harley-Davidson, 1956. Look at the young star in his new ride. This photo from November 1st, 1956 shows Elvis proudly posing with his new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Motorcycles were a passion for Elvis, representing freedom and speed. This image captures a moment of pure excitement and youthful success as the King's career continued its rapid rise. The Sinatra Meeting, 1969. This rare and iconic moment from 1969 captures Elvis Presley with his friend Joe Esposito sharing a relaxed laugh with music legend Frank Sinatra and his daughter, Nancy Sinatra. This meeting of the King and Old Blue Eyes is a true piece of entertainment history. It symbolizes the bridging of two music eras, the old guard and the new, coming together backstage in Las Vegas. The Legends Wheels, Pink Cadillac. This is the legendary pink Cadillac. While many Cadillacs passed through Elvis Presley's hands, this particular pink one remains the most famous. It became an icon of rock and roll and a symbol of Elvis's generosity. This image represents the King's flair for style and how he transformed an ordinary car into a cultural phenomenon. Two legends, Elvis and Johnny Cash. This photo of Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash represents the earliest days of rock and roll at Sun Studio. Though they had different styles, they shared a massive impact on music. This image captures two musical titans who both started their careers with Sam Phillips. It's a precious piece of rock and roll's founding history. The $1 Million Quartet, December 1956. On December 4, 1956, Sun Studio witnessed history. This moment captures the famed $1 Million Quartet, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, and Carl Perkins, who came together for an unplanned jam session. This simple, spontaneous gathering became legendary, symbolizing the birth of true rock and roll. It is arguably the most famous impromptu session ever recorded. A New Chapter, Birth of Lisa Marie Presley, 1968. The birth of his daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, on February 1, 1968, marked the start of a profoundly happy new chapter in Elvis's life. This image represents the sheer joy and commitment he felt as a new father. Lisa Marie's arrival came right before his famous '68 comeback special, adding personal triumph to his professional success. It's a key moment in his personal story. The Soldier's Life, Germany, 1958-1960. This image takes us back to Germany between 1958 and 1960, where Elvis Presley served as a soldier. He famously chose to serve his country as a regular soldier, not a celebrity. This photo captures the time he spent away from the spotlight, proving his dedication and humility. It's a significant piece of his history, showing him as Private Presley. The global event, Aloha from Hawaii, 1973. On January 14, 1973, Elvis Presley forever changed the landscape of live entertainment with his historic Aloha from Hawaii concert. This photo captures the energy of the satellite broadcast that reached over 1 billion fans. This concert was a massive success, demonstrating his commitment to his international audience and cementing his place in television history. On-set fun. Spin out. This candid photo captures Elvis on the set of his 1966 film Spin Out. He often enjoyed the lighter side of movie making, spending time with cast and crew between takes. This image provides a fun, behind-the-scenes look at the King during his Hollywood years. It shows his relaxed personality and the joyful atmosphere he often created on set. The King in character. Stay away, Joe. Here is Elvis on the set of his 1968 film, Stay Away, Joe. In this movie, he played a Native American rodeo rider, showcasing a different type of role. This photo captures the King in costume, fully embracing the character. It's a wonderful piece of memorabilia from his later cinematic period, showing his dedication to his movie work. Co-star moment, Speedway. This delightful photo features Elvis with young co-star Victoria Paige Meyerink on the set of the 1968 film Speedway. Elvis was known for his kind and playful nature with children. This image captures a charming moment between the superstar and the child actress. It shows the genuine warmth he shared with everyone he worked with in Hollywood. Behind the scenes, The Trouble with Girls, 1968. This photo captures a candid moment during the production of the 1968 film The Trouble with Girls. Taken on October 31, 1968, this image shows Elvis just before his massive '68 comeback special, still focused on his movie career. This snapshot is a fascinating look at the King at the very end of his Hollywood period, on the verge of his triumphant return to the stage. Final film premiere, Change of Habit, 1969. November 10, 1969 was the New York premiere of Change of Habit, Elvis Presley's final film. This image marks a significant transition in his career as he officially closed the door on fictional movie roles to focus entirely on live touring. It symbolizes the end of his film era and the start of his spectacular Vegas and touring phase. In the studio, GI Blues soundtrack. This is a rare photo of Elvis Presley recording the soundtrack for his 1960 movie GI Blues. The songs became huge hits, showcasing his versatility as an artist returning from the military. This image captures the serious focus required in the recording studio to create the music that would entertain the world. It's a great piece of his post-Army career. Local interview. Tupelo, 1956. This historical photo captures Jack Crystal interviewing Elvis Presley in his hometown of Tupelo in 1956. Returning home as a huge star was a momentous occasion, and Elvis was always grateful to his Mississippi roots. This image is a touching testament to his humble beginnings and the local pride he inspired before he became a global sensation. Sold-out shows. Cleveland, Ohio, 1971. In November 1971, Elvis performed 2 sold-out concerts at the Public Hall Auditorium in Cleveland, Ohio. This photo captures the excitement of his tour in the early 70s. The demand to see the king was massive, and he delivered powerful, unforgettable shows to his devoted fans. It's a wonderful image of his continuing success on the road. Humble beginnings, young Elvis. This image is a poignant reminder of Elvis Presley's very humble beginnings. At just 11 years old, he often walked to school without shoes, wearing hand-me-down clothes. This difficult childhood experience shaped his generous nature later in life. This photo captures the quiet determination of the young boy who would grow up to become the king of rock and roll. Sergeant Presley. Military service. Not everyone knows that when Elvis Presley finished his military service, he proudly held the rank of Sergeant, E5. He earned this through hard work and discipline, just like any other soldier. This image captures the pride he felt in his service. He showed great humility by completing his duty fully, gaining immense respect from the public and his fellow soldiers. Life on the Road, 1972 tour. Imagine the excitement of being a musician in Elvis's band in 1972. The tours were lavishly organized, often by studios like MGM, providing a first-class experience for the king and his team. This photo captures the feeling of those successful touring years, where the king dominated the road. It's a glimpse into the sophisticated organization required for his massive shows. The Meeting of Icons. Elvis and the Beatles, 1965. This image symbolizes the historic 1965 meeting between Elvis Presley and the Beatles in Los Angeles. Ringo Starr later recalled the strange sadness of seeing his idol, the King, seemingly isolated despite his success. This moment represents the passing of the torch and the complex reality of immense fame. It's a powerful and unique chapter in music history. Uniondale Energy, Nassau Coliseum, 1975. This striking image captures Elvis Presley in concert at the Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York, on July 19, 1975. This tour stop showcases the massive crowds he continued to draw in the mid-70s. This photo perfectly displays the King's magnetic stage presence and the energy he poured into every performance for his devoted audience. Fringe style, white fringe jacket, 1972. This incredible photo captures Elvis Presley wearing his iconic white fringe jacket in July 1972. This dazzling piece of stagewear was a favorite of the king, highlighting his dramatic flair. The fringes accentuated his dynamic movements on stage. This image is a perfect representation of the spectacular fashion that defined his legendary touring look. Vegas Triumphant, 1969. This classic photo of Elvis Presley in Las Vegas, 1969, represents his victorious return to the stage. This was the year he re-established himself as a powerful live performer, ending his film period. This image captures the confident, rejuvenated king who took the International Hotel by storm, beginning the most influential residency in entertainment history. The Last Concert, Indianapolis, 1977. This powerful and emotional photo captures Elvis Presley on the stage of the Market Square Arena in Indianapolis on June 26, 1977. This was his final public concert performance. The image is a poignant record of the King's last appearance, a testament to his dedication to his fans until the very end. It is a moment of profound historical significance. Backstage intensity. Vegas, 1969. Backstage at the opening of the Showroom International in Las Vegas in July 1969, Elvis Presley was a picture of quiet intensity. This photograph captures his focus just before his monumental comeback show. This image shows the determination of the king as he prepared to step out and prove he was still the most exciting performer in the world. The profound loss. Gladys Presley, 1958. This image is a powerful reminder of the profound loss of his beloved mother Gladys Presley on August 14, 1958. Gladys was the most important woman in Elvis's life, and her passing while he was in the army shattered him. This photo symbolizes the deep sorrow and lasting impact her death had on the king. We remember her loving presence. A New Romance, Barbara Hearn. This image marks the beginning of a new chapter in Elvis Presley's personal life when he met Barbara Hearn. At just 21, he was already a massive star, and Barbara entered his world through a mutual friend. This photo represents the intense attention and interest surrounding the king's every romantic relationship. It's a glimpse into his personal world in the mid-50s. The Turning Point. That's All Right, 1955. Look at the young Elvis Presley, just 19 years old, standing proudly in 1955 with a stack of records that included his groundbreaking hit, That's All Right. This song changed everything for him, launching his career from local novelty to national sensation. This image perfectly captures the moment the world was introduced to the power of the king. Germany Friendship. Military photo. This rare photo from Germany captures a personal moment of Elvis during his military service. Shared by the grandson of a soldier who was a close friend, it highlights the bonds he formed while serving. This image shows the king away from the glamour, forming real connections as a regular soldier. It is a wonderful piece of personal military history. The King's Legacy, 1954 to 1976. This photograph represents the entirety of Elvis Presley's recording career, from his first studio sessions in 1954 to his last recordings at Graceland in 1976. It symbolizes the incredible volume and diversity of music he created over 2 decades. This image reminds us of the unparalleled musical legacy the king left behind for the entire world to enjoy forever. Movie set. GI Blues, 1960. This image is from the set of the popular film GI Blues, released in November 1960. This movie marked Elvis's return to Hollywood after his military service. The film was a massive success, reassuring the public that the king was back and better than ever. This photo captures the excitement of his post-army movie career. Remembering the King. August 16, 1977. This photograph, paired with the idea of Elvis and the Beatles, symbolizes the end of an era on August 16, 1977. The day the king passed away marked a profound loss for music and culture. This image represents the massive influence he had on every artist that followed, including the Beatles. It is a moment of reflection on his unmatched legacy. A Son's Comfort. Graceland, 1958. This image represents an intensely emotional time. Elvis comforting his father, Vernon, after the death of his mother, Gladys, in 1958. Elvis and Vernon shared their grief, leaning on each other during the profound loss of the family matriarch. This picture is a powerful symbol of their bond and their shared sorrow at Graceland. The Fairy Tale Romance. Elvis and Linda Thompson. The love story of Elvis and Linda Thompson was a unique blend of fairy tale and reality. They met in the summer of 1972 when she was Miss Tennessee. This image captures the glamorous life they shared. Linda was a devoted and constant presence in his life for several years, offering support and love. It's a special moment from his mid-70s life. Airport Style. Phoenix, 1970. This photograph captures Elvis Presley at the Phoenix, Arizona airport on September 9, 1970. Even in transit, the king had an incredible, iconic style. This image shows the constant media attention he faced. It provides a rare, candid glimpse of Elvis on the move, always looking effortlessly cool while traveling the country. Lisa Marie's memory, final moments. This deeply personal image is a tribute to the memory of Lisa Marie Presley and the final moments she shared with her father. Lisa Marie often spoke of the immense love they shared. This photo symbolizes the beautiful and heartbreaking father-daughter bond that endured throughout his life and remains a powerful part of his legacy. The Unfulfilled Dream, World Tour 1976. This image is a poignant nod to the discovery of a document from 1976 revealing Elvis Presley's detailed plans for a massive world tour to England and Japan. This dream unfortunately went unfulfilled. This photo captures the excitement and ambition he still held for his career, dreaming of connecting with his huge international fan base one last time. Texas Showman, Odessa, 1976. This photograph of Elvis Presley was taken in Odessa, Texas on May 30, 1976. This concert was part of his relentless touring schedule in his final years. This image showcases his enduring showmanship and the incredible energy he brought to the stage, even as his health was declining. It's a tribute to the passion he always had for performing live for his fans.